수다란 스토비체 매냐 차붓 gon Richard. Hello everyone, I'm Richard Gon of Back to the podcast version. What I said in Russian is I spoke out Russian language, and which means hello, I'm Richard. I'm called Richard Gon, and приятно познакомиться. It's a pleasure to meet you, but we haven't met each other. We might have met each other, but I don't know, because I live in Japan. I live in Japan, so if you're a Japanese person, we might have met in some place in my country. Anyway, this time what I'd like to talk about is that it's fine if Ukraine beautiful ladies and Ukraine cute girls suck Russian men in the penises, and it's fine. I will tell you again. It's fine if Ukraine beautiful ladies and Ukraine cute girls suck the penises of Russian men. So why I'm saying this is because there's a military force really close to the border between Ukraine and Russia. Well, I don't know how to call that country. Ukraine. We call Ukraine Ukraine. So I thought that country is called Ukraine. But I'm sorry. That's my mistake. Ukraine is English word for Ukraine is English. So but in Japanese Ukraine is called Ukraine. Anyway, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. So there's I have had some news about the military force getting closer to the border between Ukraine and Russia, and that's because Ukraine wants to join the NATO. I don't know the abbreviation of NATO, but Ukraine is trying to join the Western group, but Russia doesn't want Ukraine to join the Western group, which is why not Ukraine, but Russia dispatched some military force to Ukraine. So so what I'd like to tell you is that there's no change in the lives of ordinary Ukrainian people, because Ukraine. So Ukrainians is Ukrainian is a demonym of Ukraine. So I will tell you again. So if, for example, if Russia conquers Ukraine. If Russia conquers Ukraine, such event might happen in the near future. But if Russia conquers Ukraine, there'll be no change in Ukrainian people, because So you can find out by checking out, for example, list of countries by GDP per capita. I checked the list of countries by GDP per capita of parts per parity. So I'm recording this episode on December in 2021. So and I checked the Wikipedia page, and according to that page, so and the page I'm looking at is it's a ranking site listing up countries according to GDP per capita, and the highest number, there are many ways to order or calculate the GDP per capita. At first, GDP per capita means roughly saying that means how much value individual produced in their country, which is the meaning of GDP per capita. And parts per parity means the prices of goods are different between each country or among each countries. So GDP per capita is in when calculating GDP per capita per capita version, such differences of cost of living or the cost or the prices of goods are aligned to be equal. Roughly saying, per capita means stuff like that. Anyway, what matters in this episode is not how to calculate GDP per capita and the meaning of per capita, but according to that ranking site of GDP per capita, which means how much individual produced values. So, and what is listed up are the estimated numbers. So maybe they aren't actually produced. So Ukraine is ranked at 120th, and in the same ranking, Russia is ranked in 74th. And by the way, my country, Japan, is ranked at 43rd. Japan is higher among those three countries, which means Russia is more flourished than Ukraine. So, which means if Russia conquers Ukraine, Ukraine become more richer country, which is what is expected. Also things do not go that easily, but it's fine too. So what I told you at first is that if Ukrainian beautiful ladies and Ukrainian cute girls suck Russian men in the penises, I mean those Ukrainian beautiful women have to give sexual comfort to rich Russian men. So by which Ukrainian beautiful women can get some money, because in exchange for the sexual service, those Ukrainian women give Russian men. What I'd like to tell you is that in short, it's fine to do prostitutions. It's fine to do prostitutions. Is what I'd like to tell you, and maybe you are not involved in the business happening between Ukraine and Russia. So because I know most of the listeners are in English-speaking nations, so, and most listeners live in United States of America, which is why maybe people in United States of America don't care of the business happening between Ukraine and Russia. So, but for Ukrainian people, that's really a big business, or that's really a big instant for Ukrainian people. But what I'd like to tell you and tell those Ukrainian people is that there will be no change. What matters is that what is important is that damages or detriments should be minimized, of course, to start with. Ideally speaking, there should be no war, there should be no fighting between when Russia conquers Ukraine. So what matters is that there should be no change in the life standards of ordinary Ukrainian people, which is why if Russia conquers Ukraine, that is a big chance for it. That is really a great chance for Ukrainian people. So if Ukrainian beautiful ladies and Ukrainian cute girls begin to suck the penises of really rich Russian people, Russian guys, or really rich Russian men, actually, what I'm telling you is that if Ukrainian beautiful ladies and Ukrainian cute girls decide to suck rich Russian men in the penises, or it's fine to suck sucks the penises of rich Russian boys. So if you know if Ukrainian beautiful and cute women do that, you know, they can get money from they can get money. Those women can get money from rich Russian people, so that you know, people living in present Ukraine can flourish higher than the present status of the present level, which is what I like to tell you. So, which is why minutes before I said you know it's fine to do prostitutions in Ukraine. So it's fine, you know, after the conquerance by Russian government, you know, Russian armies or Russian people come into Ukraine, you know, which is how Russia has conquered many really wide places by you know infusing people into foreign lands. Infusing, I mean, Russian government has once conquered eastern territories by infusing Russian people into those eastern territories. You know, most of the eastern territories of Russia is located in Asia. So many Asian people live in Russia. So you know, like which you know, after if Russian government conquers Ukraine, you know, many Russian people would come into Ukraine. I don't know what kind of place Ukraine is, but you know, like which you know, Ukraine is going to be one part or one territory of Russia, but it's fine for Ukrainian people because you know it's fine if you know beautiful Ukrainian ladies and cute Ukrainian girls suck Russian men and boys. I mean suck rich Russian men and rich Russian boys in the penises. So like which you know those women can taste the sperm of Russian men and Russian boys. So which is how you know Ukrainian women, the present Ukrainian women can get money in exchange for the sexual service those women those women give those Russian men, by which you know by which economy is going to flourish in Ukrainian territory. So and you know which is how you know bright future it's going to come to Ukraine. You know, anyway, you know, in fact, you know, in this time or in the present time, you know, the economic level of Ukraine is lower than that of Russia, which means you know, current Ukrainian government can't prosper its people, its Ukrainian people, which is why you know if Ukrainian government is replaced by Russian government, you know, there must be you know some surplus. There must be some surplus in the life standards of Ukrainian people, which is what I'd like to tell you. So the trigger might be prostitution, for example. Anything is fine to trigger the flourishment of Ukrainian economy, but you know, prostitution is really a simple example for explaining in this episode, which is what I'd like to tell you this time. So it's fine to do prostitution. It's fine if Russian no it's fine if Ukrainian beautiful and cute women become prostitutes. That's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you. So finally, at last, let me correct a mistake. So I was speaking not PPP, but how should I say? So I said PPP minutes before I said PPP, and PPP is abbreviation for purchasing power parity, but I said parts power parity or purse power parity, but which is a mistake. So purse power parity is a mistake version of the abbreviation PPP. So how should I say, correct the abbreviation is PPP. So the correct meaning or the what is abbreviated for PPP is purchasing power parity. So the correct meaning of PPP is purchasing power parity. So what PPP stands for? What is the abbreviation for PPP is purchasing power parity. Please make sure this, or please understand like this or in this manner.